Hi, this is Hank Hanegraaff, president of the Christian Research Institute and host of the Bible Answer Man broadcast with another Hank Unplugged short. This one involves an update from my sister Jobje, who is now in her 27th cycle of chemo cocktails in a battle against pancreatic cancer. As she writes, she's reflecting on God's immense blessings. And she says, it is with much gratitude that I thank God for His compassion upon me, especially in this Lenten season. We so easily skip to a happy Easter, forgetting that Jesus walked this lonesome valley by himself, all by himself, for me and for you. This song came to me in the wee morning hours. Oh, that awful, awe-filled Good Friday. How would I have reacted? Would I have been one of those in that crowd to watch in horror or worship? Would I be crying, singing, and praying for my Lord? Or would I be as one of those curious bystanders, doubting, spitting, mocking, scoffing, rejecting? Oh, I am so ashamed for the pain I have personally in my life caused him to die such a horrific death. Yesterday, as we drove to the cancer center once again, as always, I was getting a little anxious the last couple of miles. You never know what will happen when all the labs are drawn, analyzed, and interpreted. But once again, God's grace poured down upon me. For as we neared the cancer center, the sun shone brightly in such a way as I have never noticed before. I saw all the crosses on the downtown churches, the Greek Orthodox Church, St. Andrew's Cathedral, and many of the other churches, each with their crosses on their tall spires surrounding the St. Mary's Hospital complex. Symbolically, they were all beckoning to me via their bright sunlit crosses that I should be at peace, that I should trust. But the best cross shining and beckoning to me, coaxing me into the doors of the lax center for cancer, again was brightly sunlit cross, the one on the domed roof of the upstairs cancer center chapel. It was like a symbol of God's care, like a canopy spreading to all who entered, including to me. Powerfully and vividly, it was reminding me of all He had done for me. It was reminding me to trust, to walk this very lonely road myself. Certainly not like He did, but to walk in this journey to His cross, even through death, and then to Him. I know when my final day comes, and I lie in my flower-draped casket, I want a golden cross placed at the head of the casket and beneath the pulpit of His word. I want it to be a reminder that to all who seek Him, there is salvation through Him via His cross. I was reminded to be more diligent in contemplating His atonement these 40 days of Lent, to hypothetically walk with Him in His sufferings, to pray more, and to be reminded of his great love for me. I have put on my custom-made spiritual shoes again and continue to walk one step at a time. Sometimes, though, I slog through deep, sucking puddles of quicksand that spiritually bog me down in despair, and which give me the feeling of being so alone on this difficult journey. But then God sends his angels to walk with me, even for people like my dear loving husband, a supportive family, friends. He encourages me with cards in the mail in his exact timing. He even grants me the assurances of people still willing to pray for me on this journey. Thank you. Oh, a forever Easter in heaven. I look forward to that day. In his cross, I glory. Jobje. And then she has a picture of a rose. Kind of reminds me of the rose of Sharon, our Lord, and a butterfly. And that butterfly, although I don't know exactly what her intention was there, but that butterfly for me is a great symbol of metamorphosis. You know, the caterpillar crawls, the butterfly flies. The caterpillar sows the seeds of its own destruction. Its constituent parts dissolve into a mysterious molecular mixture. And then out of that mixture comes a butterfly. The butterfly is the same physically as the caterpillar, but it is far different organizationally. The caterpillar has eyes that can only distinguish between light and dark. The butterfly, a field of vision and color acuity that exceeds even that of a human being. It has wings. It even has a proboscis to indulge in the nectar of life. And I suppose that's symbolic for what will happen when we are resurrected, immortal, imperishable, incorruptible, as the caterpillar couldn't imagine becoming a butterfly, so we can't imagine what our own metamorphosis will be like. But as my sister puts it, I look forward to that day. My sister's a hero of the faith because she truly has developed what we all yearn for, and that is an eternal perspective. Thanks for tuning in.